All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going way back
Very back.
to 1497,
All right.
to the shores of Newfoundland
Mm-hmm.
with John Cabot.
Ooh.
But we're not just going to like retrace his steps.
No.
We're going deeper.
Cheaper. Right.
And we're going to be looking at not just what happened, but why it matters.
Oh.
So to help us out, we have a great excerpt from Canada's early encounter, the arrival of John Cabot in Newfoundland, 1497.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to uncover how this voyage wasn't just like a discovery. It really set off a chain reaction that we can still feel today.
It's a story full of twists and turns.
Yeah.
You know, Cabot set sail with dreams of spices,
Yeah.
a shortcut to Asia for
Exactly.
King Henry VII.
Yeah.
But he ends up sparking something far more complex.
So let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
We know Cabot was sailing for England.
Right.
But what was the bigger picture back then? Like, why was finding this new route to Asia so important for King Henry?
Well, Europe was hungry for spices.
Yeah.
Not just for flavor, but for like preservatives, luxury goods. Like control of the spice trade meant wealth and power.
Yeah.
And the existing routes were dominated by rivals.
Yeah.
Henry was basically trying to play catch up in the global power game.
Yeah, catch up and maybe even disrupt a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
So instead of silks and pepper, Cabot finds cod.
Right.
I mean, our source really paints a picture of him just being blown away by the sheer amount of fish.
Oh, absolutely. The source uses this phrase, Newfoundland.
Yeah.
And you can almost feel Cabot's awe.
Right.
This wasn't just a few fish. This was a seemingly endless supply.
Endless.
Which meant serious economic potential.
Hold on, though. Serious potential for who? I mean, people were already living in Newfoundland. It's not exactly like an empty land waiting to be discovered.
Exactly. This is where things get complicated.
Yeah.
While Cabot might have seen untapped resources, indigenous populations have been thriving there for millennia with their own intricate societies and ways of life.
And our source is careful to mention this. It says, though Cabot's encounter was brief, it's almost like a warning that there's more to the story.
It's a crucial detail.
Yeah.
What starts with Cabot's arrival soon becomes a flood of European fishing fleets, all eager to cash in on this newfound land.
Right.
And that's just the beginning.
Right, because then you have explorers like Jacques Cartier venturing further inland, setting the stage for colonization.
Yeah.
Like Cabot's voyage cracks open the door and things escalate quickly from there.
And that door swings both ways.
Yeah.
For indigenous communities, this meant the arrival of diseases, competition for resources, and ultimately a fight for their very way of life.
Yeah.
The impact is profound.
Yeah.
And the source, while brief, acknowledges the lasting consequences of this initial encounter.
So it's not just about Cabot discovering Newfoundland. It's about how this one voyage triggers this whole cascade of events.
Yeah.
With consequences rippling out for centuries.
That's right.
We see that today. Newfoundland has memorials and sites marking Cabot's landing, but also a growing awareness of the full story.
Precisely. Cabot's voyage is symbolic of a pivotal moment, the expansion of European power, the clash of cultures, the exploitation of resources. It's a legacy that Canadians and, frankly, the world are still grappling with today.
It really makes you think, like, if Cabot had actually found that shortcut to Asia, would things have played out differently?
Oh.
Would North America's fate have been altered?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
It makes you think about how seemingly small events can have massive unforeseen consequences.
Yeah.
And it forces us to ask, how do we reconcile the narrative of exploration with the realities of colonization? How should we remember and interpret events like Cabot's voyage today, knowing what we know now?
That is a heavy question.
It is, but important.
So, listeners, there you have it. John Cabot's voyage, a journey of discovery, a catalyst for change, and a reminder that history is never as simple as it seems. Keep diving deeper, folks. This story has layers, and I bet you'll find some fascinating insights of your own. Until next time.